Okay, so I'm covering a few tonight. Doing my best on flavor profiles is hard. The way you can visualize a taste is different from everybody else. You can literally taste the same thing and have a different image in your mind. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try and start having two of each beers, but for now I'm doing one, and it's really to test myself and see what I can get from it. I am very pleased with this one. All of them are different, but this is the one I grabbed. Tupps, man, they have the DPA, like the IPAs, like they're very, you can hop a beer all the way through the whole process with any hops and get dramatically different results. And the later they're put in, they have beautiful floral flavors. The sooner they're put in and they're cooked, they're very bitter. You got the natural green cells and so the chlorophyll or whatever. It provides bitter. All plants have it. That's why like kids don't like broccoli, things like that. It's a deep umami flavor, and it can be very unpleasant and overwhelming. When you get to understand it, it becomes enjoyable and very recognizable and definitely enhances flavor. So we're gonna see what this does. It's a 5.5 alcohol by volume. It is a juicy haze, super crushable. That's what they use the word. The jugo de los muertos comes alive in this can, bursting with bright citrus, tropical fruit aroma. These cans have been designed by local artists, showcasing the beauty and color of Day of the Dead, which is celebrated, I think, like last week. So around this time in September, beginning of November, the butterflies actually finished their journey in Mexico, which I just found out. I didn't grow up there. I do have Hispanic heritage, so I'm learning and doing my best to uphold. So the butterflies, monarch butterflies, go there, and that's where their final resting place is. So a lot of the association of spirits and the afterlife have come together with Day of the Dead, which is a celebration and memory of anyone that has passed away in their life. And the belief is the more you talk about them, you think about them, the more they're alive in afterlife, enjoying themselves. So for me, it's a little personal, but my father was the first one to pass away. Definitely young age. I was in my teens, but it hit hard. Later on, my grandma, Sister Nanette, Uncle Duke, my grandma's partner, Jan, was the first one to go before my grandma. And she never knew that I felt that she was family to me. I've talked to her many times, and I hope that she got that impression. I know in life you're not perfect. I find a lot more about people after they die, like a lot more, and that's unfortunate. And so that's why I just let myself be myself. You know me now. You don't have to like me. You don't have to talk to me. And it's a little overwhelming, but that's who I am. And I try my best to be a better person, and I try my best to be there for people. And there's a lot of veterans like that, and I hope and pray that someone can reach them and be a good friend to help them want to stay alive. There's too many veteran suicides, and people believe that if you take away the guns, that it just happens. Long story short, while I was deployed, one girl used a regular item, the razors for your legs. She really went at it. And the truth is, if someone really feels that way, they feel that way. You can't do anything to change it. The only thing you can do is be there for them. But that alone could be a token that can make great change. So seems like a late, and I had too much to drink, but it's something I always talk about. I always bring it up, but it's always the same. People that haven't experienced it or haven't traveled much, they kind of like feel that they can create a solution. The truth is, there's multiple answers. There's multiple solutions, and the combinations vary. And there's still always going to be a percentage that doesn't succeed. It should not stop you from wanting to keep trying. So anyone that watches this, anyone that sees this, if you're hurting, if you're feeling any type of way, please hit me up. Don't stop talking to me. I'll do my best to stay on it. I do slack. I've been in the dark hole. It sucks, and it's not up to your control. So Day of the Dead is to be a day of celebration. So celebrate yourself. Celebrate and enjoy, and remember those that have passed on. And this is just a beer contributed to it. But the whole event, I really hope more people check into it, look into it. You should have pictures of your family, candles. It shouldn't be that sad. It's a part of life. And the best thing you can do is make the best of it. So on that deep spiraling fire case hitting the ground, hopefully this beer is something worthwhile. So pale ales, I love them. They always have the IBUs at a point where they're very enjoyable. This is super vibrant. So very light malt profile. Very cloudy, which is always a good sign. All right. Very tropical. I'm getting pineapple, mango, orangey. So many fruit flavors. It's very fruity smelling, like all the citrus fruits, all the like lemons, limes, but they're sweet. They're not harsh. Oh, a little bit of funky, almost powdery. But oh, so good. Wow. It's only 20 IBUs, but like I really felt like a salted pineapple got turned into a savory drink. And that's just the beginning of it, because that's the first thing that hit me. It's like, poof. But you can clearly see, you cannot see through this beer. That is a pale ale, but it has all the qualities of an IPA. So at 20 IBUs, it's definitely kicking some butt. That is not a weak 20 IBUs. So I'd recommend this to some IPA people that enjoy lighter IPAs once in a while, because this is wow. Wow. Holy crap. I can't narrow it down. It's like paella. Not paella. Papaya. Two completely different things. Papaya, agave, pineapple. Just wow. So much flavor. Amazing. So on a good note, wow. This is definitely a crushable pale ale, but this is not a baby pale ale. This is not for beginners. Hopefully you've been having a few Odd Duck, Copperhead, Striker. All that stuff will get you ready for this one. But this one takes the cake. Wow. Very tropical, orangey, citrusy. Just bam. Wow. I'm glad I got this. This is definitely a 2 thumbs up right here. Solid. Holy crap. So if you're a hophead, hoppy person, working your way up, or you want to be a hop lover, this is it. So this is one of them. It just has to say Day of the Dead or Dia de los Muertos, which is a Spanish way of saying it. It is definitely a juicy pale ale. Wow. 5.5. SRM is very light. Looks like 3 or 4. It's amazing, but it's looking a little hazy. Not hating on hazy, but it's definitely looking hazy. That's all I'm saying. I love hazy. This is amazing. It's almost like a juicy, hazy IPA, but instead it's a pale ale. God bless. All right, so anyone new, be careful when tapping into this territory. You can't just be a newcomer jumping into this stuff, because you'll get overwhelmed. But if you've been doing good and it hasn't pressed the limits on your palate, then go for it, because obviously you're going to endure a lot of very intense hoppiness. Everybody else is amazing. So if you're new, please subscribe. Hopefully this is something that helps you understand what you're getting into. Anyone that has been there, if you're looking at this and you've been wondering, if you're a hophead, Tupps has you covered. They have very expensive 4-packs and stuff like that, but they hop it and hop it and hop it a little more. And then when in doubt, they hop a little more. I had their number 9 series. Oh, two of them put me on the buzz scale. It was crazy. I didn't even know what the ABV was on it, but I had to switch to a cheap beer. It was lighter because I needed to make it home. I was blown away by it. But this is just their pale ale. Wow. All right. So I'm going to say do it. If you're a hophead, hop lover, juicy, hazy, try it. Jeez. All right. God. Anyone else, write a comment. I'll let you know. I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got a few more, and I can definitely sip on them and write some more notes down. So it's like going through a cyclical sunstorm while you're running across the island. It's just hitting you everywhere, but yet it's not phasing you. You're just like, wow, I'm still here. This is still amazing. I'm still loving it. Jeez. All right, good. Thank you, Tupps. Once again, you've done it. Everybody else, be safe and don't drink and drive, please.